Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 23 of City Skylines. Just opening up here and I see a lot of people seem to be getting sick. They really shouldn't be. I thought we had relatively good health coverage over in this area. Apparently not quite as much as I would like. Can we go ahead and get in a health centre over here somewhere that could be useful for everybody? Maybe on this side of the road. That seems like an ideal place for one. Let's pop that there. That should deal with some of the issues. Probably causing a lot more traffic along the way. A few more buildings that are abandoned we need to go and sort out. Now, we probably need to do a little bit of housekeeping because I've had a few people mention that I have some additional pylons around that probably aren't needed. And to be honest, you're probably right. Some of these pylons now really are just... you know, everything should be connected up. I think these pylons here can probably go. I'm not too sure if there's a lot of harm in keeping them, even if they aren't needed. But everything there should be connected up. That should be connected. We are going to need to leave some of these pylons in because they need to be able to get across the roads and stuff. But I'm guessing things like these pylons aren't really required. Neither is that. That should be fine. Is this within the area? It must be. So is that probably. We can probably actually get rid of all of those pylons. Let's just go and check the grid. Yeah, they are close enough. That's fine. We can go ahead now and actually... I could have just been doing it in this view mode. It would have been a little bit easier. Let's get rid of that one. We can get rid of that one. We will leave this one here because this one is going across and it's powering the other side of the city. There's probably a few more pylons around that are pretty redundant now. Not doing too bad on power availability, so that's okay there. And what about over here? Everything else seems to be relatively good. Got a few burned down buildings around. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of the abandoned ones. I think a lot of this commercial was starting to abandon because we don't have enough industry around now, which was kind of my fault. I decided to get rid of a lot of the industry in the hope that we could clean the city up a little bit, but that has hurt our industry a little bit. It's actually this button that I wanted. But what I also want to do is try and reach the next landmark. It's been quite some time since the city actually had a decent growth spurt. So let's go and have a look where we can build. We can go ahead and build off in this direction, which may not be an absolutely terrible idea. Or we could go and build off to the south over here. That could be quite useful as well. Not too sure which direction I want to go in here. I think we'll build this to the south here. We've had quite a lot of space here for a while. And we haven't really used any of it. Now, it's going to be difficult trying to fit in a decent-sized junction over here. So what I'm going to do is quickly pause the game. And I'm going to take the old bulldoze tool and take out some pretty big sections of the freeway here. And we'll take the road sections and we'll see if we can put in one of these junctions. These are probably the best type to fit in here. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we want our sort of freeways tool. So let's just zoom in so we can see what we're doing. So that needs connecting, that needs connecting. Again, they're not straight, but you can't really do that because, as I've said before, the roads on these pre-built junctions are closer together than the roads that run through the city. So it's a little bit strange. But that's all of that connected up. So we now have a way on and off which we can actually go ahead and use for our city here. And I probably will build some sort of annoying roundabout type affair to get on and off here. What's probably going to be the best way of doing this? In fact, I don't even think we need to do that. I think if we just go for some 6-lane road, because this is a 3-lane road. If we have a 6-lane road and we just sort of run out in, let's say we run out in this direction. Now, can we get these to both line up if we use a... Can we highway directly onto them is the question. I'm probably not, but it won't stop me from trying. Yeah, so it's not exactly straight, but, I mean, that works quite well, apart from the fact that traffic can turn around and double back on itself, which is a little bit stupid, but at least we've got a good place to start from now. We may also want to build some roads that go over the highway so that we can get straight from this part of town to the rest of town without necessarily having to get onto the highway. So that might reduce some congestion. At the same time, it might create an awful lot more. What are all these little green symbols we've got going on? Let's try and click on an actual building and not a parked car. Not enough customers. Right, so we're having issues all over the place then, really. We are still getting a little bit of growth though, but I think we're going to make this a really big residential area. So let's go back in and do that 2-lane road with trees. We'll continue it on. Do we want to go right up to the train lines? It's probably not a terrible idea. I mean, we could have a passenger line. Where does this train line actually run? Because we've got our passenger line that we can't join up. This train line goes off in this direction. And where did we send it off to? It goes over there. I believe. Yeah, it goes over to here and just kind of stops. If we can bring that train line back around and connect it over there, which we can, then we should be able to make a circular line. Interesting. Okay, let's plan with that in mind then. Let's unpause the game. We are running at the lowest speed, so it'll continue to just hopefully run along happily. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a train station. And we want to be on trains. We want a passenger terminal. Oh, that's right. You have to connect it to the road because it's a little bit dumb. You can't just connect it to the rail line first. Okay, so let's go ahead and sort the roads out first. We're going to use 4-lane roads with trees. We're going to make this quite heavy industrial. And yes, it is going to be a bit of a grid. So you're just going to have to deal with that, I'm afraid. That's going to have a lot of overlap for some reason. I wonder if we go to there. No, now there's not enough. Guarantee if there's a way of doing it wrong, I'll find it. So if we go up to there, that's still too much. There. Yeah, I think it's because these roads aren't quite straight. I think that's the issue. Now, we will have a couple of intersections here, but I'm going to try and avoid having too many intersections. There, possibly? Yep, that's about right. Now, do I want to have that one connected up? I don't think so. I think we'll leave that one disconnected just so that we don't have an extra junction there. Let's go back in this direction. And this one can connect up. And then we'll have one that runs from here. And this one won't connect. And then we'll run up from here. And this one will connect. And then we'll run up from this side and this one won't connect. So that can run to that. I know, again, they don't line up properly, but they don't need to. That's the point. So you can come up here. And you won't connect. And we'll have one more that runs up here. And you will connect. And I don't think we'll run any more up there for the time being. We will need some facilities and stuff up here. Let's just quickly go ahead and just knock out a section of this rail line. Then we can go ahead and put in our rail station there. So now we can grab... Oh, we needed the rail lines, don't we? So let's go ahead and put in the rail lines. Now, obviously, everything here is going to need to have water and electricity and everything, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and put in the water pipes. So we're going to run them from the other side. Well, over here, we've got an excellent place to do it. So let's just run over here. We'll run one pipe. Does that even connect up? No, I missed it. We'll run across this way. Let's go up. Well, we're actually out of the bounds there, which is a little bit annoying. So we'll do that. We'll run all the way across the bottom, and then we will run up. Trying to get a little bit of overlap's fine. Obviously, we don't want too much overlap, because if you have too much overlap, it's inefficient. Not that this city was ever built to be efficient in any way, shape, or form, so get that idea out of your head. We are definitely going to need power over here. And of course, this area is going to need its own services in terms of... Can we get over there? Yeah. We're going to need our own services over here, so let us make sure that we get a medical centre. Covers most of the area, it's not too bad. We're going to need to have a cemetery. We are going to need to have a fire station. And we could probably have a police station as well. We'll put on the other side. And we need somewhere to deal with the garbage, of course. And we've learnt by now the best thing to do with garbage is keep it relatively far away from everything else. So let's just go and have a 2-lane road with trees running off in this direction. And we'll go ahead and grab an incinerator and pop that over on this side. So it shouldn't really cause too much of a hassle to anybody. It doesn't have water though, that's the only issue. It's just outside of the grid. Okay, so that's all sorted up. We have pretty much everything we need there. Power hasn't got here yet, but that's expected. So let's go ahead and get some high-density residential. And pretty much all of this area is going to be high-density res. Don't want any up there near the incinerator. This can be high-density res. As can all of this. This as well. And this. And I think we'll just have a little bit of light commercial just around the edges. So we want to get our passenger rail connected up as well. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and just fill in... Use the bigger brush because I'm lazy. Let's go ahead and just fill in this area here. We'll use the manual one. There we go. So we've got some places for people to move in. They hopefully should start moving in quite quickly. Apparently we don't have problem going to the rail station, but that's fine. That will sort itself out. Now... The question is, can we actually go ahead and make a loop with our rail? So what we need to do, we've got our rail attached over here to the rail station. We need to somehow get the rail from here and attach it up to the main line. So let's go ahead and click on there. Let's go and see how much of our city we can destroy in trying to build a rail line somewhere. It's going to be difficult to get out because we've got the road and everything in the way, so it is going to be a tricky one. Because that road is actually quite close. And the slope is too steep. Oh dear. Maybe I'm just going to have to... Oh, we can apparently double back around in that direction, strangely. This is going to be such a weird sort of way of building it, but if it works, then fine. So let's go up to this height. Let's go where it will let us, and let's keep going around. We want to sort of double back over in this direction. That's very messy. Nowhere in history does a train track do this. But it's just what we can sort of pull off. And what we want to do is connect it over onto this line. So we've got a sort of a circle going around. So if we can do it without destroying all of the industry. Can we come over here somewhere? Yeah, we can get over here. It's periodically telling me that it can't build there. But if you click at exactly the right moment, it works. And we want to come all the way over here and connect. It's going to be expensive, of course. Space already occupied. So let's just come across over the road. And over this road. And then we'll go down and connect up to the main line. So it's very messy. But it should now mean we can build a circular route. So... if we build ourselves a route that runs from... Right, we've got our stop lines. If we've got a route that runs from... Will it even let us do this? Where's the line? Why can't I click on it? Do I have a rail line? Am I missing one? No, I don't think we have. Where is the line? Draw train line by... clicking the train stations, draw the line from the departure station to the terminal station and back. Is this station... have I got all the stations deactivated? No, they're all turned on. So why won't you let me station them up then? Yep, it's definitely train. The orange ones are train stations. We want a train running from here. Okay, what about the other ones then? Where are all of my train stations? We've got one down here. Doesn't have power yet, but... so we want to run from there. Over to there, which somehow won't let me. Over to here. And to here. And wait a minute. Is that a cargo one? That's a cargo one. That's why I can't build the line. So where are the passenger ones? That's why it's going wrong. So let's do this properly. It's very, very difficult when you can't zoom over the bits of the city that you don't actually have a connection to. So we want a line from here. It's actually building multiples. So we want one that goes... Right, let's get rid of those. We want one that runs from here. And we'd like it to run over to... Can we not get rid of these? Ag. So one from here. Over to here. And there's another passenger terminal here. And then that should, theoretically, be able to loop back round to here. It almost looks like it does, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, there's no power there anyway, so we'll have to see how things go. Let's unpause. We're getting a big demand for industry again now. We're having a lot of fires, apparently, and once again, I'm doing my usual trick of deleting the wrong buildings. So we need to find somewhere where we can put a little bit more industry. And where we can put the industry that's not going to be too messy. Maybe we could build some over here in this little corner of the map. Maybe this isn't a bad idea for a spot for industry. So let's consider doing that. We'll go ahead and get rid of some of these derelict buildings. I know they'll sort themselves out after a while. Not buildings that have burnt down. Buildings that have burnt down, you have to delete yourselves. A lot of sick people over here. I guess it's because they're quite close to the industry. I guess we're always going to have that issue when we've got housing near industry. Obviously, there's a lot of noise pollution. These people aren't happy. Oh, well. They'll just have to live with it for now, I'm afraid. Let's go ahead and consider getting some industry in over here. Quick pause again while I just go ahead and delete some large sections of the roadway. And we'll go in and use the same junction type that we did on the previous. So let's go in and get one of those. And we will put it in this way around, except it won't fit because it's far too big. So let's go ahead and take some more chunks out of the road where we can. Really going to struggle to actually get this one to go in, I think. Let's just turn around so we can see what we're doing a little bit better. Turn it slightly. That will do. So, 6-lane roads, and of course it's left side traffic, so it's there to there. It is there to there. There through to there, and there through to there. Okay, that's all joined up again. And now we have our spaces. And I think I'm going to try and do the same build that I did on the other one. We're going to have a two-way lane, two-way, six-way road, which we can build from here and sort of go down in this sort of direction. And then we'll have our two highway lanes that run like this. Ah, now that one won't connect up. Maybe it's because it's just slightly off kilter. There we go. It's a little bit of a detour, but at least it's not a junction. So it looks ugly, but it serves its purpose. Now let's go ahead and we'll stick with the 4-lane roads because, as we know, the big problem with industry is it generates an awful lot of traffic. So let's try and keep that down where we can. I think we could probably afford to have a few junctions around here, and I know I'm going to regret that choice later on. But the big problem is if you don't join all these roads up, what you eventually end up with is that emergency services can't reach anywhere because they don't have enough ways to reach the main road, as it were. So we'll connect a few of them up, but we won't connect all of them up. We'll do it pretty much the same way as we did with the residential area back there, where we only connect up every other road on each side. So we will get some intersections along the main road, but we won't get sort of 4-way crossroads. It'll just be a little bit easier for some of the traffic to get to its destinations. So that can go ahead and connect up to the main road. And the one on this side, of course, will go across and... well, that was a little bit too long, but that one won't connect up. We can go this way a little bit more, and this one won't connect either, and this one will go up, and this one will connect. So Again, it's a little bit messy, but it will serve the purpose. This area is just going to be completely industrial. This road hasn't married up because it's built in the wrong direction as well. So let's go ahead and just knock out that section. And we need to go from here and build to there. That makes a lot more sense. Can we do anything with this road now to make it a little less derpy? Probably not. No, he doesn't want to do that. But we can build out to here and then build back in. So it's a weird junction, but it should work out okay. Again, we're going to need amenities and all sorts of stuff over here. We are probably going to need a fire department more than anything. Let's just put it on the main road where it should have the best access. And we can have an incinerator right in the middle of the industry because, you know, it's industry, so nobody's really going to care about the noise or anything like that. So this area is literally just going to be our industrial area. We're getting a lot of call for industry now. So let's go ahead and we will make this entire area industry. Yes, it's going to need water and power and everything. We'll sort that out shortly. We can also get a couple of metro stations in, because we haven't really done much of that for a while, so we will consider doing all of that. That's all that area done. It does need water, so let's go ahead and bring the water from the other side of the river there. So we can bring it down to there. We'll take one all the way across the bottom, and that can go up, and then we'll just have a few ones to sort of fill in the gaps where we can. This is probably about the most efficient water grid that I've built so far. And, of course, we're going to need electricity as well. We do need to keep our eyes on all of the things to make sure that we are still generating enough electricity for all of our buildings and stuff. We go over there, that should be fine. Electricity's okay. Water and sewage is still okay. So I'm happy with all of that for the time being. Yeah, we will start to get some power across here as soon as a few more buildings appear. So let's consider going ahead and grabbing a few metro stations, but we'll probably do that in the next video. So that's going to be our next step, actually getting some more public transport in. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying City Skylines, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.